number one concern facing leadership today is how to attract and retain great employees. And you know, for some people, for most actually, it seems like a consistent uphill battle. And that's because today's workforce is looking at their job from a completely different perspective. Today, people want something more than simple success. They want significance. Now, the great news is there actually is a way to find, retain, and engage enthusiastic, top-notch employees, regardless of the current economic or cultural climate. And that is significant leadership. I'm known as the Colonel's daughter. My passion is helping organizations build their next generation of leaders. Using my 9 essentials of significant leadership and kernels of wisdom from my dad, who was a career Air Force officer, I provide your people with what they need to know to be significant leaders. When I was a kid, there were always chores to be done around the house. As a teenager, I wasn't always so motivated to get them done in Dad's time frame. The Colonel consistently used our favorite sport, football, for leadership lessons with me. Dad said, "We're a team, kiddo, like a football team. If the quarterback can't count on his offensive line to be blocking for him when they need to be blocking for him, he's going to get sacked every time. The offensive line doesn't have the luxury of saying, I know, I need to be blocking for you. I'll get around to it eventually." Same goes for the defensive line. A defensive tackle can't say, "Yeah, I see him over there. I'll get over and bring him down. I appreciate you get off my back about it." No. Every player on the team needs to be doing what they need to be doing when they need to be doing it, or the whole team falls apart. If we're gonna be a team, Dad said, I need you blocking for me when you're supposed to be blocking for me. Not in your own way, in your own time. Stories are sticky. People remember my stories long after they've left the conference. Furthermore, because my stories are never standalones, but always highlight a leadership point, they'll remember the point behind the story long after the conference as well. With significant leadership, a working team, just like a football team, is not a bunch of people working side by side in the same space. A true team is accountable to themselves and each other, working with and for each other so the whole achieves more than the sum of the individual parts. With significant leadership, a team is focused on what matters every day. They lead with compassion and integrity and personal accountability. They demonstrate leadership that others will aspire to and follow. Folks, anyone can be successful. Let's challenge your participants beyond standard leadership to embrace significance. If you want to equip them to truly be significant leaders, call me. We need to talk.